So, live again, I hope, and today we should be starting on Sybil. So the plan for today is to try and get some of the basics of the API working, and basically my end goal plan is that it works on one application, one binary, which is in Rust, and it starts up a server serving HTTP and WebSockets. You connect to it, and hopefully at some point I'll look into Tauri. But to start off with, you connect it over HTTP, and it serves a Svelte site, which then connects back via WebSocket to the main application, which has an embedded SurrealDB database, with a bunch of items. And my plan for this is that those items could be emails, pictures, videos, audio. So I'm going to have to figure out how to store files, which, as far as I can tell, unlike MySQL, because in there you can store blobs and things. So it's anyway. But there's not really a supported way to store very large amounts of, big files basically in the database. So I'm going to figure out how to do that. But the main thing is for notes, people, contacts, emails, or whatever you might want to put in and organize, and then to be able to link them together. And so that is the main plan. So in terms of the server, I'm planning to use Warp, and I'm sure there are others, but in terms of Rust web servers, the most obvious ones seem to be Actix Web, Rocket, and Warp. Actix Web looks pretty good for HTTP. I've tried using it for one of my other projects, which is called Pantheon. I started looking into how to do WebSockets with actors in Actix Web, and yeah, it was a pain. And there was a code example that I found that I worked, but then everything was out of date, and it was very weird. And so and as far as I can tell, Rocket doesn't even support WebSockets, so that's kind of narrowed it down. But hopefully I can make it work. And I don't think it's a single instance is only really designed to serve one user, but we'll see how it works out. But that's kind of my initial goal, because it's kind of it's a personal project, and it's also I'm doing for my EPQ, which is in the UK is a kind of qualification that you do where you do your own project, and then people mark it basically. Well, they don't mark the project itself; they mark how you do it. So yeah, that's the plan. So, shall we go into the code? So here we are I'm on, this is just an Ubuntu container running on a Proxmox server. So I'm going to create a new application. That sounds good. So I'm going to open this. Gonna have a look. We're going to Sybil. Okay. Don't need that anymore. So let's do let's commit that. Let's publish this. I don't know why it defaults to private. That's interesting, because I've got a very rudimentary version that I'm just using PHP and MySQL to do, but I've renamed that repo. So let me try. I'm just if I try and make a make the repo in GitHub, maybe that will work better. So create the repo. So then how does this work? Yes, that's it. So I suppose if I let's go back over here. Oh boy. Right. Okay, so now if I clone I try git clone that, and then if I go cargo new cargo init. Let's try. Okay. Now we're somewhere. Okay. Let's try syncing that. And does that work? Yes, that's gone through. Excellent. So the first thing to do is to set up the warp server, and I'm just going to start. The first thing I'm going to do is start with the WebSocket server, which is what is going to serve the information and handle all the requests. I could have done it over HTTP, but I think it would be very useful to have autocomplete and also events if, for example, if you have it on your phone and on your computer or on your laptop and different, or even if you have different desktops and you have different instances of it open, that the server should be able to push messages through if something is edited or changed. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but I do think WebSockets would be better. Otherwise, you're going to send loads and loads of HTTP, which isn't the end of the world, but I think it would be easier to be better to do as a WebSocket. Let's put it that way. In order to set that up, let's go into the dependencies. Let's do Tokyo. Put that in. Have I got the? I don't remember whether I have the crates. Yes, I do. This it's not that old, I guess. Hopefully, everything still works because I'm looking at a tutorial that's a bit old, I guess. Warp. Well, I suppose I can use the make that slightly bigger, so hopefully it's easier to read. I should have done that before. Warp. Can I go cargo and oh, I guess I forgot that cargo add actually fetches it and stuff. I wonder if it precompiles it. Ah, that's better. Let's put setting in. So, but then I want to put I want features. Version equals features equals and derive. Yeah. And then we want JSON equals 1.0 futures equals well, I'll just copy this in and then update the versions. Right. Okay. So now Sybil depends on SurrealDB with features drive, but oh, maybe that's a. Have I misspelled that? Yes, I have misspelled that. That is great. Okay, so that will take a while. So in here, this is what I'm looking at, but I'm sure you can look at there's warp docs as well. The main thing I care about for now is this route here. So, and then I just have to, so I'm pretty sure, because where's this? The with clients. So I think that's just to put the client struct in, but basically, we'll just try and do that for now. Ah, good, that's working. So I will add want Tokyo main, and then async. I think I'll just put in. I'll just put full in here. Okay, so then Sorry. So let me try the. Oh, are there? I don't know if there are other. Oh, wrong warp. Ooh. Oh, that's right. So, so that's how. Well, it would be worth doing a. Let's just do a basic hello world. Right, I see. So let's just do a basic hello world. So that was, let's put use warp and use warp. No, not war. Filter. So then. So it's so chains multiple paths. Any number of either type identifier or string expressions could be passed. Ah, I see. Well, that seems pretty neat. So I guess what this is doing, if we have hello and then string, is saying that we want our root to have hello and then some string. So it'd be interesting if afterwards we could well, chain multiple of them together, which I think you can do. So then dot map, and then name, I suppose that would be the string, and then format. Now let's try this. Dot run. Oh, so I guess it takes the IP address as a an array. No, these need to be commas. 0, 0, 0, 0, and then here I have well, port 3030 is fine, and then dot await. Okay, so if we run this, what happens? It's taking a while. Okay, so doesn't seem to like that. I've got the IP address right. So why isn't that working? Ah, maybe I need /hello. Ah, it does work. Excellent. Oh, that is very reassuring. Okay. So is that just the right? It is. Okay. So now we basically the plan is that when you initiate a WebSocket connection, you get a handler, and then that handler can call other processes, basically. Well, when you send a message down the WebSocket, that the process that's managing that WebSocket will then look at what's in that, and it will say, "Ooh, I need to get some information from the database, probably." So the static files will be useful at some point, and then let's try the and the TLS will be a big thing, because one of my current projects was in a working state, but then something went wrong with the TLS. I don't know what, because they had a WebSocket server and HTTP, and they were just working they were on the same certificate because they were on the same domain, and then one of them kept working and the other just stopped, and I don't know why. So here, using atomics. So this is this is a basic WebSocket. So this is the WS right. So I guess this is the WebSocket, because that's the WebSocket type, and then our closure will be called when it completes. So on upgrade. Okay, well, let's try that then. That seems fairly straightforward. Not sure what the feature is used for, but let's see. I don't have okay. So I don't know much. I haven't done very much on the logging, so I'll ignore that for now. So let's get rid of that. So then we want so this is just echo is pretty straightforward. Right, so that does the and adds new filter. So I suppose the that's how it, and then that manages the WebSocket upgrade. So then and then in here, this is the WebSocket, which is of type warp WS, and that seems awfully where am I missing it? I guess I need a semicolon there. On upgrade, where does it need a, where does it want a comma? If I made a typo. Huh? Oh, I only put one. I only put one colon in. Okay. So ws dot on upgrade. And then that takes WebSocket, which is the WebSocket type, and then this is another closure in there, and then the TXRX. So that's the transmitter and receiver equals WebSocket dot split. So that splits this separate sync and stream objects. Okay. So rx dot forward tx dot result, and then so just if it's an error, result, and for now we'll just print and then put that in there. Why doesn't it like me? The trait bound is not satisfied. Let's put in the warp serve roots run dot run. I'll just copy that from here. So let's try. What does it say? The trait bound not satisfy the following other types implement. Oh, great. Lots of errors. The trait warp filter base is not implemented for closure. Oh, this needs to be a map, that's why. Let's try again. Let's see if we have some better luck this time. Okay, let's see. So this is a very neat website that it's a Chrome extension that you can use for testing WebSockets. Right, so now what did I put there? I need to put /echo. Ah, right. Ah, good. So, this is promising. So then, how? No, that's. So now, I need to think about. So, so what I for some of the sort of important things, I'm not worrying about authentication for the moment because to start off it will just be a local affair. Is we want to say, let's just say get items, because the idea, the structure is that we have items which have some fields. There's a type field which dictates what it is. So it might be a contact, it might just be a note, it might be some other piece of information, and then it has a category, and then you have tags, and the idea is that those are going to be graph connections, I think. Certainly the tags, I'm not sure whether the categories need to be. It would be interesting to do, is it faster to query along the graph or just with the record? Because I could either say I could just have a category field because you only have one category. Then that's the way it's supposed to work. There's only one category, so I could just have a category field with the record ID to what the category is, or you could relate them, and that might be faster. I'm not sure. That would be worth experimenting, but at the moment, I think just yeah, just leave it. We won't worry about that today, just try and get some items out. So the other thing, this is where we want to be. So we want to be able to, in the WebSocket, we want to be able to do, I suppose that's the sort of get items will be the command going in, and then this is also going to be accompanied by some sort of parameters. There's going to be search term, there's going to be something, we're going to have tags, Yeah, tags, category, what else? Type. And then also the plan is that we're going to have when you're typing on autocomplete. So I haven't done that before, and you wouldn't want every keystroke to. Well, I'm not sure how bad that would be, but you know, at various points we'll want to send something to the server saying, okay, what are the tags? Either just give me all of them and then we'll do it in the browser, but if there gets to be a lot of them, maybe not. But you want to do get tags and then possibly give start, which is a string of something, and then you'd have similar things for categories and types. So, but I think and of course the item, the kind of the main, it'll have a text field. There'll probably be others, but that's kind of the starting to start with. So we can get rid of that. So now in this one, in order to what they did, where are they? In the they did a lot less of that fiddling, so they just did handler, then WebSocket handler, and this. So let's see what with clients does, because I think that's what injects with clients. So that takes so that must be the way. Let me look in the docs for so yeah, we want to add data in. How are you gonna let's see. So give pass state to warp handler. So this is, they're just moving it in, and then they have everything behind an arc and a mutex. So yeah, we make a state, and then if we make a state type, then I can stick the data store and the session in there, and then I can just make the calls based on there. So what, right, and then you just move it into the closure. Oh, this seems like an easier way to do it than doing that thing. Okay, I like. That seems like a nice way of doing it. So let's try. Let's just do it where every time you send a message, it increments a counter. Yeah, every time you send a message, it increments a counter and sends that back. Though I suppose this, because this version just formats it like that, you don't get access. This is just straight HTTP. But let's see if it will work, because and also you can do separately. Anyway, so let's make a copy of this. Let's comment that out for reference. So let's make this a test path. So then each time we get it, we're passing this WebSocket here, and then on upgrade. So this is sort of where the business is. So inside here, this we can get rid of. Yeah, I've got up there, so we don't need that. And then in here, if I do need to be, I suppose if you, because I suppose seems like if you have a value inside an arc and a mutex, it doesn't need to be mutable because the value inside the mutex is. Anyway, so let's just do state equals arc new mutex. I'll start with start with the standard sync mutex, and then switch to a Tokyo mutex because that stops deadlocks, but arc. Standard sync arc. I don't know why that example imported the futures utils thing. Oh, maybe that was the. Anyway, there's not a future. Oh, I suppose it does have to be an async. Does it have to be on upgrade? That's not an async. Okay, but let's do here async function, and this is going to take. Let's state equals arc mutex I64. And then let's do here state. Right, okay, that's happy. So now I need a name. So this is test handler. And then here, do the handlers actually have to return anything? Can you see? So when you call the because what happens when you do the map on the filter, then what? Anyway, we'll try it, because if we're taking the sync and the receiver, what's it called? Sync and the stream. So let's okay, so then what? Let me just put this at the top for now, and I'll split it out into a different module. I suppose what I could do is if I put this here, and then I put these like that, and I go mod handlers. I need to import this. Yeah. Okay. And then handlers. Should I don't know, should I call it handler or handlers? Doesn't really matter. I'll just call it handler. Okay. So then hub. This, okay, that's good. So for now, and then we want WebSocket. WebSocket, and then it's going to be WebSocket like that. Good. So now what I'll just do, what I should be able to do, is just copy this part of this is that these guys here? Mismatch expected. So let's see if this works. Oh, I've got that down. Ah, okay. So then in here, do let state equals state dot clone. And then we want closure, and this is going to take and this was move async. And then this is going to be, oh, yeah, and then I want to call handler, test handler with the state and the WebSocket. Main function is not allowed to be async. But I've got the oh. Async move. There's not a future, the trait. Ah, I need dot await. Oh no, still doesn't like me. The trait future. Oh wait, I guess I'll. So then if we try the other how does that work with the WebSocket? So but inside the so having let's oh something's going on there, right? Okay, let me just put that down there for now. So if I then get rid of that, what's the difference? So where would I'm pretty sure the... Right. So that's fine. And that still works. Oh, no, I haven't run it yet. That's very strange. Right, okay, good. So, this graceful connection. Or disconnection at some point. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to so I suppose what I want to return is actually something that so all these ones say, but we want the okay. So this is the WebSocket handler. So because that's why these are none of these are. So this one. Oh, I see. So let's see, in here, oh wait, on the WebSocket one. So I think this is the ID that it's taking, and then that's how it, and right. Okay, so then here. That makes sense. So when we get the okay. So then on the upgrade we move to the client connect. Okay. I suppose oh, it's not running anymore, but even without, when it was running, oh, except it's broken again. Must be that's it keeps working. So does it call? So let's try. I think I've gone. Try to do too much without reading enough first. Let me think. So. That's weird. Okay, so let's try. Let's just get rid of that, and then let's do so let's just go roots, and then so test, and then we get the WebSocket, and then we want and then that is warp any map. This needs to be a move state dot clone. Not clone. Syntax error expected comma. Where did you want a comma? Oh, anyways. That's really that seems like an error it should be able to figure out. Okay, so after the map, then do and then so what's the difference? Async function receiving both this and the okay, so then this will be handler test. Let's put it. Let's see. No. And then this needs to return a result of what result is that though? Right. It's also done type which is result, but then rejection. Okay, that makes sense. And then I mismatched types. Right, okay. Type in addition to count infer type, where's that? That's weird. Okay. But where are we? Sorry. So what we want to do here is okay, and then this is going to be the yeah, WS is easier. So on upgrade, right, so that's what gets passed by the on upgrade, and then need to I'll just call this handler, and then I'll make the other question, and then this is going to take the socket. That's my, I got it there. So right, then we want this. It's fine, and then this is going to take the socket and the why don't you? Oh, expected syndicate. But then now it's just it can't find that, so let's call it that, and this is going then to take the WebSocket and the state. Right, okay, so then this is what inside. So then I think we can go we can basically where did that we can do the match on this and split that. And then for now, what we just need to do is let's look at what the because we're waiting for actual messages. Well, let's just so what are the actual sorry, I'm a bit tired. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I need to read some more and figure some more of this. I think it makes sense, but it's the way that it's just passing everything around to a lot of different places. I need to think more about how to do it, because it works differently than WebSocket servers I've written in the past. But I think I can do it. I will read some more, and then I will hopefully can get this working, and then can start implementing the database stuff. So sorry I didn't get much today. My feeling a bit fuzzy today, but yeah, we'll read some more up on that, and hopefully can make a better show of it next time. Then we can implement the database stuff